Okay, this is Mr. Rennekamp. I noticed that number 3 on the homework tonight was a little tough, so we're going to go through a little bit how to do it, just to give you guys a little bit of help. Alright, they said that the car has a mass of 2.1 times 10 to the 3 kilograms. They also say that there's an angled ramp, and the angle is 20 degrees, and there's a car on the ramp. So because the car is on a ramp, the force acts downwards, so we have to use some of the stuff that we did in chapter 3 with the stuff on an incline, and chapter 4 too. So if this is the gravity, mg, this one's mg sine of 20. Okay, this is the F that we're going to use when we do the work energy theorem. Okay, so more information that they give us is that there's a force of friction. They tell us that that is 4.0 times 10 to the 3 newtons. They also tell us that the speed at the end will be 3.8 meters per second. Okay. I think it says in the problem that the car starts at rest, so V initial is 0 meters per second. Alright, we need to start with the work and kinetic energy theorem. Okay, so we're going to start with work equals delta KE. So this is going to be, if this is net work, this is net force, times D equals delta KE, which is going to be 1/2 mv final squared minus 1/2 mvi squared. Alright, so the net force is going to be that mg sine theta that we showed you before, minus the friction force, let's just call it friction for now, and 1/2 mvf squared. Vi squared was 0, so that whole thing is going to become 0. Alright, now that we have this, oops, I made a mistake, hang on guys, you have to take this and multiply it times D, because the D has to come down. Okay, so now that you have this, we're trying to solve for how long the driveway is. So D equals, let's divide 1/2 mvf squared divided by mg sine theta minus fk. Now you have all the information that you need to solve this puzzle. So we have 1/2 times the mass was 2.1 times 10 to the 3 kilograms, and the final velocity was 3.8 meters per second. We have to square that, and then we want to divide that by 2.1 times 10 to the 3 kilograms times 9.81 meters per second squared times sine of 20. That will be measured in newtons, minus 4.0 times 10 to the 3 newtons. I'm going to take all of that and put it in parentheses because it's under the fraction. When you enter this into the calculator, make sure that when you enter it in, all of this has to be in parentheses. And then there's your answer. You should get 5.1 meters if you did it correctly.